On today's recipe video, I am going to be making my rice noodles with steamed vegetable, and I'm making a very special sweet and spicy sauce to go with it. I really hope you guys can stick around and see exactly how it's made. To get started on our easy rice noodle and vegetable dish, we're just going to need the few simple ingredients, and that is, I really enjoy these rice noodles. This brand is a Taste of Thai, but the brand doesn't matter. Really, it's just rice, flour, and water, so it's a great gluten-free option, and I really like it with these vegetable type dishes. So we're going to be using those. I'm going to be using about 8 ounces of that. That's about half the pack. We also are going to be steaming some vegetables while we're boiling our noodles, and I'm going to be using green beans, so a bag of green beans, frozen. We always keep some bags of frozen green beans in. Yes, you could do with less plastic and you could use fresh, but if you're just getting started, I would highly recommend filling up that freezer with some great frozen vegetables that are going to be very beneficial for you getting started in this way of eating. And then with the green beans, we're also going to be adding in a frozen bag of green peas to get steamed out as well. A really great combination, one that I use a lot. So we've got our water that is almost to a boil here. And then we're going to put a little bit of a sauce together that I'm just going to toss the noodles in once they're done boiling. And for that, I have 1 teaspoon of garlic and onion powder. I have a tablespoon of a Thai chili paste. I have a tablespoon of maple syrup, and then I also have a tablespoon of rice wine vinegar. Now you can use, say, a store-bought type Asian sauce that you can find. For me, this one is one that I really enjoy, just throwing together quick, tossing the noodles in, and it makes a very good dish with including in the vegetables as well. So once this water gets boiling here, I'm going to check it, and we are very close. So I'm going to go ahead and get this ready. Now, once the water does boil, we are going to throw it all together, but I'm going to open up my bag of green beans. Now, I just like laying this out. We'll get it. Fill my steamer basket up. Now, this steamer basket is really nice. I think we got ours. It's stainless steel from IKEA, but if you want, you can just steam it in another way, or if you do have this, I would highly recommend using it. And then we have our peas. So a good amount of vegetable, almost 2 pounds of vegetable that we're going to have in there. You don't have to try to maximize your vegetable intake, but we do like eating it with this dish. Our water is getting ready to boil here. So I'm going to open up our noodles. Find this. And we're going to take about 8 ounces of it out, half the package. And we're going to add that in to our boiling water. And then we're going to throw on our steamer basket. And I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes on that. Okay. Set this to the side here. Now, next we're going to go ahead and get started with our sauce, and it's going to be really simple. All we're going to go ahead and do is take our rice wine vinegar, our maple syrup, we've got our red chili paste, and then garlic and onion powder, and we're going to add that in. So we've got our ingredients here. Now I am going to go ahead and turn this on to a low. We do not want it to really boil over anything. We just want to heat these ingredients up. So I'm going to turn that to maybe a low to medium. Mine goes up to 10, so I'm going to use about a 3. But we're going to add in our garlic powder and onion powder. We've got our chili paste, maple syrup, and then our rice wine vinegar. And to stir it all together, I've got to give a huge shout out to my sister, the Midwest Vegan Queen. I have my very own engraved plant-based Gabriel mixing spoon. She got me a whole set of them for Christmas. So if you're watching this, thank you a ton, Gracie, and make sure to follow her at the Midwest Vegan Queen. But I'm just gonna give this a good little stir, get it all mixed together, homogenized. And I'm gonna leave that uncovered. Again, this is really just to toss the noodles, so it doesn't need to make a ton. We're just gonna coat those noodles with it. So that looks great. A good, even mixture. I'm gonna set that to the side. Just gonna let that go, heat up a little bit for the next 10 minutes. Once these noodles are done boiling and the vegetables are done steaming, we'll be back and we can put the dish all together. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Our 10-minute timer just went off. I gotta say, Dr. Miller is in the living room and she was telling me how great the sauce ended up smelling, so that is a bonus. But I'm gonna open this lid up and see how our veggies look. I'm gonna set this to the side. Now, there will be some moisture in here, so I did bring over a plate that I will go ahead and set our steamed vegetables on. They look like they've steamed perfectly. Now we're gonna turn this off. Our noodles have been cooked. I mean, with rice noodles, I think they have a tough time of being cooked all the way through. A lot of times they can stay chewy, but with these, perfect, 10 minutes. I find that that works out really, really well. Now, let me finish this one. But all we're gonna need to do here is, I'm gonna turn this off as well. You can see we've got that cooked off nicely there. That's a great sauce that we're gonna be able to toss our noodles in. Now all we're gonna need to do here is go over to the sink. I'm gonna run over the sink real quick. I won't bore you with that. I'm just gonna drain those and I'll be back in just a second. All right, I am back. I've got the noodles that have been just drained off. Now, setting this in the middle of the stove because I don't want that to cook anymore, I'm gonna take our sauce, I'm gonna add that in to the noodles. Try to get as much as I can in there. Okay. Now, we're just going to mix it around. You can just stir it with the spoon here, get them nice and coated. Perfect. Now I did bring my bowl over here. Let's move these. And I'm going to take some of our noodles. Set that in there. Now I'm going to add in some of our veg. We've got our green beans and our peas. Try to make it as pretty as possible. And one last scoop. There we go. Toss that in there. Now I did bring over my favorite soy sauce alternative. Soy sauce is great, but I really enjoy coconut aminos. So I'm going to go in and just add a little bit of coconut aminos on there. And that should be absolutely fantastic. Now I'm going to run and grab a fork. And we're going to give it a try. That is phenomenal. It's got a good kick to it. Now we do like things spicy. If you're not so much on that spicy spectrum, then you can always go ahead and drop down that chili paste to, say, a teaspoon, or even omit it and maybe add a little bit more sweetness in there if you prefer that. But this hits the spot. This is a great, quick, easy meal, one that I'll make for Dr. Miller and myself. You know, we might switch up the sauce, we might switch up the vegetable, but the rice noodles are a great base that can be made into a ton of different recipes and be made a ton of different ways. So I'm going to enjoy this. Oh, someone has a call. But I really hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe video. If you did and you haven't already, please go ahead and give a like and subscribe to the page. Make sure that if you're on YouTube or Facebook, you hit the like button. And so you can get notified whenever I post new recipe videos, just like this one. I am posting some Super Bowl recipes. I'm posting some great whole food plant-based recipes that I hope that you guys enjoy. And as always, this recipe and all my past and future recipes can be found at plantbasedgabriel.com. I am Plant-Based Gabriel, thanking you so very much for watching, and I will hopefully see you very, very soon. I'm gonna have a little bit more.